Hello, Bible readers. It is Tuesday, October 13th, and we are reading Luke chapter 12, verses 1 through 34, and you're finishing Deuteronomy today. This deserves a special celebration. I'm going to ring my cowbell. There. So good. So good to finish Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, you have finished the first 5 books, otherwise known as the Pentateuch. 5 books, Pentateuch. The Torah, the Law, the books of Moses. They've got a lot of names. They're the foundation for the whole Bible. And now you've read all 5. Good work. Really good work. And the way it finishes is with the Song of Moses. You know, there's a Song of Miriam. There's lots of songs throughout Scripture. The biggest theme of the Song of Moses is that there is one God, monotheism. Multiple gods, if you would ask Moses, multiple gods are the source of pretty much every significant problem. Worship the one true God, and all that makes life hard, unjust, it will make more sense. We will be brought closer to truth. And so, one God. Then we get into a chapter that's about the blessing of Moses. It's almost like when a parent says goodbye to their child who's going off to college. Moses is basically dying in the wilderness before his kids go on into the promised land to an uncertain future. And that's kind of what this moment feels like a bit, is that there is a good luck, God be with you moment. And it celebrates that God has been with Moses. And then you've got the death of Moses scene and how Joshua is definitely set up as the successor. The emphasis here, I thought this was interesting as I was reading up on this section. As much as Moses has been celebrated as a miracle worker and, rose up against Pharaoh and represented in prayer God's people, really contended with God through prayer. Here in this death of Moses chapter and scene, there's an emphasis on the priestly role that Moses played, on behalf of God, toward God's people. As far as the Luke text that we have goes, this first story isn't one that we use a lot, that we're perhaps terribly familiar with, but it is echoed in other Gospels. I find it interesting. Luke knows fear is powerful. Fear motivates and moves people to do and believe certain things. And Jesus is basically saying, I'll tell you what to fear. Don't fear death. Fear what can be done that's worse than death, that lasts longer than this temporary life. And so, God knows everything. God cares about every hair on your head. And if God cares about the sparrows, why wouldn't God care about you? Fear the right things. And so really this is about what is it that we should accept? What is it that we should reject? And then it's protect yourself from every form of greed. That's the other story we have today. And Luke brings up money more than any other gospel. Luke knows that as much as in the last story, fear is a way that the powers of evil can get into our hearts and into our lives. Money is one of those connections to fear. We try to hoard money, thinking that we'll be able to secure our lives and ourselves if we have enough of it. The same can be said of possessions. Maybe if we possess enough things, we'll be able to secure this very fragile life. I'm just going to read a sentence from my commentary here. Luke does not deny that birds die or flowers fade. Indeed, the grass is here today and tomorrow thrown into an oven. The point is a deeper one. Humans have an eternal destiny. This existence is not their only one. What they do now has consequences for the future. And so to keep in mind that we have a future, that this isn't all there is part of what Luke is trying to get at, so that our fears of what is are diminished, knowing that what will be is far larger and more significant. I am one with my God. My God is with us, all of us, at all times and in all places.